Most people shopping for a television focus entirely on the wrong things. Screen size, resolution numbers, whatever flashy feature the salesperson mentions first. Then, 18 months later, they're staring at a black screen wondering what went wrong. Reliability is what separates a television that serves your family for a decade from one that becomes an expensive wall decoration. Today, we're ranking 12 television brands based purely on long-term dependability. By the end, you'll know exactly which brands have earned their reputation and which ones are quietly coasting on marketing. Number 12, Vizio. Vizio built its name by offering genuinely impressive picture quality at prices that undercut the major players. For years, that formula worked beautifully. People bought Vizio televisions expecting solid performance without the premium tax, and many got exactly that. The company carved out a loyal following among budget-conscious buyers who refused to sacrifice picture quality just to save money. But reliability tells a different story. The hardware inside many Vizio sets is adequate when new, yet tends to show its limitations over time. Backlights dim unevenly across the panel. Power boards develop issues that cause random shutdowns or refuse to turn on entirely. The SmartCast platform, while functional at launch, accumulates lag and glitches as software updates pile onto aging processors that were barely adequate to begin with. The real problem is consistency. Some Vizio owners report 5 or 6 years of completely trouble-free use. Others encounter failures within the first 18 months that require full replacement. When a brand's reliability depends this heavily on which particular unit you happen to receive from the factory, that unpredictability becomes a genuine concern for anyone planning to keep their television long-term. Repair technicians report seeing more Vizio power supply failures than almost any other mainstream brand. Vizio remains a reasonable choice for secondary rooms, guest spaces, or buyers with short-term needs. But for your main living room set where you want confidence in longevity, the brands ranking ahead offer more predictable outcomes. That same inconsistency becomes even more pronounced with our next brand. Number 11, Hisense. Hisense has made remarkable progress in picture quality and feature offerings over the past several years. Their ULED technology delivers impressive brightness and color accuracy at price points that seem almost too good to be true. For pure visual performance measured against dollars spent, few brands compete at this level. The improvements generation over generation have been genuinely impressive. Where Hisense struggles is in the components that matter most for longevity. Build quality varies significantly between production runs and even between individual units in the same batch. Some televisions feel solid and well assembled with tight bezels and sturdy stands. Others arrive with loose components, wobbly mounting solutions, and panels that develop uniformity issues within the first year of normal use. The internal components tell a similar story of cost optimization over durability. Power supplies and main boards in budget-oriented Hisense models are engineered to hit aggressive price targets rather than longevity standards. Software support also trails behind established brands, with updates arriving sporadically and sometimes introducing new problems alongside the fixes they were meant to deliver. Some users report waiting months for bug fixes that premium brands would address in weeks. For buyers who understand these trade-offs and prioritize immediate value over decade-long reliability, Hisense makes sense. The visual performance for the price is genuinely impressive, but for those who want a television they can trust for many years without worry, the brands ranking higher offer considerably more confidence in long-term ownership. The next brand shares similar value positioning, but with slightly different trade-offs in execution. Number 10, TCL. TCL transformed the television market by proving that excellent picture quality doesn't require premium pricing. Their partnership with Roku created one of the smoothest smart television experiences available anywhere, and their mini LED technology brings genuine high-end performance to budgets that mainstream buyers can actually afford. The company essentially forced the entire industry to reconsider what budget televisions could achieve. The reliability picture has improved significantly over the years. Early TCL models earned a well-deserved reputation for quality control lottery, where one unit performed flawlessly for years, while an identical model from the same production batch developed problems within months. Recent production runs show noticeably better consistency, though the gap between TCL and premium brands in terms of long-term dependability remains visible to anyone paying attention. Where TCL excels is in choosing their battles wisely. They invest heavily in panel technology and software integration while accepting trade-offs in build materials and internal component margins. The result is a television that often punches well above its weight class visually, but may not match the physical durability or component longevity of sets costing twice as much. For buyers willing to purchase from retailers with generous return policies who understand the risk profile, TCL represents genuine value that's hard to ignore. The brands ranking higher simply offer more predictable long-term outcomes for buyers who prioritize peace of mind alongside visual performance. If you're finding this breakdown helpful for making a smarter television purchase, subscribing means you'll catch future guides before making any major buying decision. Our next entry represents a name with incredibly deep history, but a complicated present-day reality. Number 9. Sharp. Sharp once defined television excellence. Their Aquos line set standards for picture quality that competitors chased for years without fully catching up. Engineers who worked on Sharp panels during that era still speak about the company's obsessive attention to detail and complete refusal to compromise on quality, even when it meant higher manufacturing costs. Today's Sharp operates under completely different ownership and fundamentally different priorities. Hisense acquired the brand and manufacturing rights several years ago, which means current Sharp televisions share considerable DNA with Hisense's own product line. The legendary quality control that defined Sharp's golden era no longer applies in the same way to products carrying that name today. This creates a genuinely complicated purchasing decision. Some current Sharp models benefit from Hisense's improvements in panel technology and smart platform features. Others feel like straightforwardly rebadged budget sets trading primarily on name recognition from an era that has passed. The consistency that once made Sharp an automatic safe choice has become unfortunately unpredictable. For buyers who find a well-reviewed Sharp model at exactly the right price, the purchase can absolutely work out well. But the brand no longer carries the automatic reliability guarantee it once did. The names ranking higher offer considerably more certainty about what you're actually purchasing. The next brand tells a remarkably similar story of legacy reputation meeting complicated modern reality. Number 8. Toshiba. Toshiba televisions once occupied a respected middle ground between budget options and premium flagships. Japanese engineering standards meant solid build quality, sensible design choices throughout, and components selected for durability rather than purely for meeting price targets. Buyers knew what to expect and generally received exactly that. The current Toshiba television lineup operates under licensing agreements that disconnect the name from its original manufacturing heritage. Best Buy's partnership brought Toshiba branded sets back to American retail shelves, primarily running Amazon's Fire TV platform and built through manufacturing arrangements that prioritize competitive pricing over the engineering philosophy that once defined the brand. These modern Toshiba sets perform adequately for their price points. The Fire TV integration works smoothly and provides access to an enormous content library. Basic reliability meets reasonable expectations for the price tier. However, the engineering philosophy that once distinguished Toshiba from competitors no longer applies in any meaningful way. You're essentially purchasing a competent mid-range television that happens to carry a name with historical significance. For buyers specifically seeking Fire TV integration at accessible prices, current Toshiba offerings serve that particular need effectively. For those expecting the bulletproof reliability the name once represented, the reality may disappoint. The brands ranking ahead deliver more consistent long-term performance. Speaking of brands with strong identities, our next entry operates very differently depending on geography. Number 7. Philips. In Europe, Philips remains a genuine premium television brand with a devoted following. Their Ambilight technology creates an immersive viewing experience that no competitor has successfully replicated despite years of attempts. European Philips models feature quality panels, thoughtful engineering throughout, and build standards that justify their premium positioning and pricing. American buyers encounter an entirely different product line. The Philips name is licensed to Funai for the North American market, resulting in televisions that share virtually nothing with their European counterparts, except the logo on the bezel. These sets compete squarely in the budget segment with components and assembly quality typical of that price range. This regional disparity creates genuine confusion for shoppers who remember Philips as a premium brand, or who research European reviews before purchasing domestically. The American Philips television you bring home will absolutely not match the quality described in reviews written from London or Berlin. Understanding this distinction before purchase is essential. For American buyers, Philips currently occupies the budget tier with reliability to match those expectations. European buyers have access to genuinely premium options that justify their pricing. Understanding which market you're shopping in matters enormously for setting appropriate expectations. Our next brand maintains premium status globally, but with important caveats for certain markets. Number 6. Panasonic. Panasonic builds some of the finest television panels available anywhere in the world. Their color accuracy is so trusted that professional colorists and film studios use Panasonic monitors as reference displays when grading movies. When accuracy matters more than any other consideration, Panasonic remains the absolute standard against which others are measured. The reliability of Panasonic televisions reflects this engineering focus throughout. Build quality is excellent across their lineup. Components are selected to meet performance specifications first, with cost considerations genuinely secondary. Software updates are thoughtful and carefully tested, avoiding the introduction of new problems while addressing existing concerns. The significant caveat for American buyers is practical availability. Panasonic largely withdrew from the North American television market years ago, making their sets genuinely difficult to purchase through normal retail channels. Importing is absolutely possible, but introduces warranty complications and long-term support challenges that somewhat undermine the otherwise excellent reliability profile. For buyers outside North America or those willing to navigate import logistics carefully, Panasonic represents exceptional quality that's difficult to match. For American buyers seeking straightforward purchasing and reliable support, the practical accessibility issues prevent Panasonic from ranking higher despite the genuine excellence of their products. The next brand dominates retail floors for reasons that include but extend well beyond reliability. Number 5. Samsung. Samsung televisions are everywhere you look, and that ubiquity reflects genuine strengths worth acknowledging. Their QLED technology produces eye-catching brightness and color saturation that makes any content look impressive on the showroom floor and at home. The Tizen operating system runs smoothly with intuitive navigation. Build quality on most models meets reasonable expectations for durability and long-term use. Samsung's reliability reputation is generally positive, with important caveats at different price tiers. Their flagship models receive premium components and demonstrably tighter quality control, resulting in sets that frequently last many years without significant issues. Mid-range offerings use adequate components that typically perform well, but occasionally show their cost-optimized origins earlier than premium sets would under similar use conditions. The biggest reliability concern with Samsung involves their aggressive use of edge-lit backlighting in many models, which can develop uniformity issues over time as the edge LEDs age differently. Full-array local dimming models largely avoid this concern but command noticeably higher prices. Samsung also collects and monetizes user data more aggressively than some competitors prefer, displaying advertisements on the home screen even after you've paid full price for the television. This doesn't affect hardware reliability directly, but does impact the long-term experience of owning the set in ways that matter to many buyers. For buyers seeking a balance of features, visual performance, and reasonable reliability without paying absolute premium prices, Samsung delivers consistently. The brands ranking ahead simply offer either better longevity, fewer compromises, or both. Our next entry has built a specific reputation that influences everything about their reliability profile. Number 4, LG non-OLED. LG manufactures televisions across a wide range of technologies and price points to serve different buyer needs. Their non-OLED lineup, including nanocell and standard LED models, represents their more accessible offerings aimed at buyers who want LG quality without committing to OLED pricing. These sets benefit meaningfully from LG's overall engineering standards and quality control processes. The WebOS platform runs smoothly and receives consistent updates over time. Build quality is solid without being exceptional. Component selection reflects the price tier honestly, but avoids the aggressive corner cutting that plagues budget brands trying to hit unrealistic price targets. Reliability for LG's non-OLED models is genuinely good by any reasonable standard. These televisions typically perform their intended function for years without developing major issues. They lack the visual magic of OLED technology, but also avoid the specific considerations that OLED panels carry regarding certain use patterns. For buyers who want a straightforward television that works reliably day after day without demanding premium pricing, LG's non-OLED options represent genuinely safe choices. The picture quality won't match the brand's ranking above, but the dependability meets and often exceeds reasonable expectations. The next brand approaches television manufacturing with a distinctly different philosophy. Number 3, Sony. Sony builds televisions for people who prioritize picture quality above all other considerations and are willing to pay accordingly. Their image processing technology takes whatever content you feed it and makes that content look better than it has any right to look. Motion handling, color accuracy, and upscaling capabilities consistently lead the industry year after year. This engineering focus extends directly to reliability. Sony components are selected to meet performance specifications first, with cost considerations genuinely secondary to achieving the desired result. Assembly quality reflects the premium positioning throughout. The Google TV platform receives consistent support and meaningful updates. The trade-off is pricing. Sony televisions cost more than competing models with similar specifications on paper because the quality of execution demands that premium. For buyers who find that trade-off acceptable, the long-term reliability justifies the initial investment over many years of ownership. Where Sony falls slightly behind the top 2 positions is in their mid-range offerings, where the balance between premium expectations and competitive pricing pressures sometimes results in compromises. The flagship models are exceptional without qualification, but the broader lineup requires more careful evaluation. Sony remains one of the safest choices for buyers prioritizing the combination of picture quality and long-term reliability who are willing to pay appropriately for that combination. The next brand earns its position for mastering one specific technology better than anyone. Number 2, LG OLED. LG's OLED televisions represent the current pinnacle of display technology for most home viewing scenarios. Perfect blacks, infinite contrast ratios, pixel-level precision, and viewing angles that remain consistent from any position in the room. When picture quality matters most, OLED delivers what no other currently available technology can match. The reliability story for LG OLED has evolved significantly over the years. Early concerns about burn-in, where static images could leave permanent marks on the panel, have been addressed through improved panel chemistry and aggressive software mitigation built into every set. Modern LG OLEDs include pixel refresher cycles, screen shift technology, and intelligent brightness limiters that protect the panel during normal home use. Long-term reliability data now clearly shows that LG OLED panels typically maintain their exceptional performance for the same useful lifespan as quality LED televisions when used in normal home viewing conditions. The technology has matured completely from early adopter territory into genuinely dependable everyday use. Build quality on LG OLED models is excellent throughout the entire lineup. The WebOS platform is refined and responsive. Software support continues for years after purchase. Component quality reflects the premium positioning consistently. For buyers who want the best available picture quality, combined with proven long-term reliability backed by real-world data, LG OLED has earned its position through years of accumulated performance data from millions of satisfied owners around the world. And now, the brand that has earned the top position through decades of unwavering consistency and engineering excellence. Number 1. Sony Bravia OLED. Sony's OLED televisions take the same exceptional panel technology found in LG's OLEDs and enhance it with Sony's legendary image processing capabilities. The result is a television that combines perfect blacks and infinite contrast with color accuracy, motion handling, and upscaling that set the absolute reference standard for the entire industry. The reliability of Sony Bravia OLED models reflects both the thoroughly matured OLED technology and Sony's uncompromising approach to component selection and assembly quality. These televisions are built to serve as the centerpiece of serious home theater installations for years or potentially decades of regular use without developing the issues that plague lesser brands. Build quality is exceptional by any reasonable measure and stands apart from the competition. Every element from the stands to the bezels to the internal components reflects premium engineering priorities throughout the entire design and manufacturing process. The Google TV platform receives consistent updates and support. Acoustic surface audio technology on higher models eliminates the need for external speakers while delivering genuinely impressive sound quality. The premium pricing on Sony Bravia OLED televisions is substantial, and that investment isn't appropriate for every buyer or every situation. But for those who want the absolute best combination of picture quality and long-term reliability available today, this is the benchmark against which everything else is measured. Sony Bravia OLED has earned the top position not through aggressive marketing or momentary innovation, but through years of delivering exactly what it promises to buyers who demand the best and refuse to compromise on quality. Choosing a reliable television protects your investment, but reliability varies widely between models, even under the same brand name. Some smart TVs consistently develop issues that buyers don't anticipate until it's too late. Up next, we'll take a closer look at the smart TVs to avoid before you buy.